Welcome back, guys. Episode 3. This one is going to be chaotic and is going to involve many late nights and to get the work done. We've got 2 massive exhibition stands at the Business Design Centre in Islington. One is for a company called Merz Aesthetics and the other one is for a company called Alma. Business Design Centre is notoriously a nightmare of a venue to get in and out from. It's going to involve some really late nights getting the stuff ready. We've got loads to do. We'll bring you along the journey out there in the workshop and the studio, and show you how we bring it all together. And then, importantly, on this one, we'll show you how we bring these exhibition stands together on site. Chaotic. It will be chaos. Lots of people in everyone's way. Very stressful. Probably have to bleep out some stuff in this video. But yeah, let us know what you think of the outcome at the end. I don't know what they're going to actually, well, obviously we know what they're going to look like, but hopefully they'll come out exactly as we anticipate them to. Let's go on the journey. So workshop time. So, see little Joe here? He's knocking up our basic wall structures to make the storeroom, consisting of 2x1 battens, which are glued, pinned and screwed together, and then ply faced and routed back, and then eventually they'll all be joined together and wrapped in a fabric on site, which we'll show you later. Now we can see Troy the boy. So on this stand for Merz, some lovely little custom built desks, and you can see us here, Troy. I say us, Troy doing all the work. Shouldn't be taking any of the credit for that, but he's making the carcass structures. So CNC cut front and back, and then as you saw us build previously with the letters, you can see him making a B structure here. He'll put the ribs in the middle and then start cladding the outside. We're using a thin plastic called Foamex. Sometimes MDF just is not, it doesn't bend in the tight curve, so we'll use a Foamex and then we'll Zinzer it so that we can finish it afterwards. It bends around some really acute curves. I'm actually interested to see if anyone else would go about this a different way. We always struggle sometimes with the ribbed MDF, just doesn't seem to do what it should. Bendy plies, often really thick, and this is nice sort of 2 mil thick plastic, which works quite well. So here he is, just flush trimming everything back, providing a bit of a snow shower. Troy branding that invisible mask again in those areas where he can't use the router, using the noise machine just to finish it off. And then, yeah, we'll get it all rubbed down.
This is the B for the centre of our Merz desk. Now, need to fill it, sand it, paint it.
Fill it, sand it.
Fill, sand, paint. Every day.
Repeat.
Repeat.
There we go, there's a B. This is what it'll end up looking like, the actual B. B will sit in the middle with the 2 ribs around the outside. You can see us just sort of working out how we're going to do it. And then we're going to house a 10 mil clear acrylic on the back of it, which will hold it all together, hopefully, and kind of give it the illusion that everything's sort of floating. The bigger pieces, we can use the thin MDF to wrap round. It's not as an acute angle, so we'll glue and pin that down, and then flush trim them back and get them all filled, ready for paint. What we see here is me doing the really important stuff. I like to stay nice and clean as much as possible, so I'll get on with doing the setting out sheet for the headers. Basically what we got is a scale drawing, and I'm just working out dimensions for the headers, and we can see the boys here starting to make these headers. Essentially they are just walls which are screwed together, battened up, and then we're going to laminate them in black laminate afterwards, and they'll be the ones that sit on top of the room structures, which you'll see on site. We wanted to do the header piece which goes above the room in one section, so we could just sort of genie lift it up in one piece. It'd be easier to work out. So we just got the templates there, and we're just sort of working out the angles are so we can build it in one piece. Troy just putting the top on for the finished desk for Merz, just checking it all goes together and fits well. It certainly fits well in the area where it might have to live long term after the event. So we can see this desk with the clear acrylic on the back, and then we are now applying vinyl to cover up those screw holes. It's not really viewed from the back, it goes against the wall, and when it spins round, you'll see it's come out really well, and exactly as we anticipated.
What's this, Troy?
B in it.
B?
It's a big B.
Big one, babes.
Big one, babe. Big one, babes.
We did need to put a little acrylic strut at the front just to take a bit of whip out from that acrylic bending if someone was to lean on it. But other than that, I think that one come out really well. A few days pass and you see things starting to get a bit of a finished shape now, all coming together. A lot of the things you see in the images are laminated and more finished items ready to start getting wrapped. So Alma, laser brand, really quite a nice funky company who kind of want to go above and beyond in the way that they look, which is really cool. It gives us some really sort of cool things to make. They wanted an illuminated plinth that they could house their products, so it was, yeah, a bit of a head scratcher. We're experimenting. We need to make some illuminated products. So we've made an opal box and we're putting some LED in there. And then we're going to put a bottom on it. That sits in there nicely. Connect the cable. That then drops down here. Obviously it'll all be fixed in and then they'll be mounted on there and then it'll light up. And we're going to wrap the box so it looks like the client's product. Long, that's what it is, long. So you see the few elements there in the workshop of the stuff being built, and now comes the big day. Let's get into it. What can I say about this venue? We call this D-Day at the Business Design Centre. We all hate the Business Design Centre. Sorry, Business Design Centre, but your venue is a nightmare to get in and out of. And it's just a nightmare to get to and a nightmare to get in and out of. We'd much prefer to go up to Birmingham or somewhere like that than go to the Business Design Centre. First things that happen with exhibition stands is the platform. You've got to lay your cables out because anything that's going under the platform needs to be accounted for. This one was quite easy. Most of the electrical works came via the storeroom. And yeah, battens down and plies on top. Once the battens are all set out and the plies all set out, just put noggins in between and then screw them all down together and it becomes one whole platform structure. Is me starting to work out just what graphics go on what walls, which we'd already made and labelled up. Cable holes drilled through as mentioned, and now we're starting to wrap some of the walls in the fabric wraps, which obviously we print all this in-house using our UV sustainable printers. Literally just pulled tight, wrap round and stapled, making sure it's straight, trimmed back, and then when you lift it up you've got a lovely finished wall. Little look at the Alma stand. Well, for the Alma stand we're using a system called Expo Floors, which is a plastic click together system. We don't actually lay the carpets and the linos. We get subcontractors, companies that do exhibition carpeting, etc. We get them in and they just come and just smash it down, and then we can go and have a little tea break while they do that, and then we put the protecting cover in over the top. Next step is to carry on wrapping the walls in the graphics and then start building this central room structure. Can't really see, but you've got this triangle room here. Start bringing that up, fixing this wall first to that wall, which here and here. The next one's going to wrap a D2 and D1, and then we've got these mitre bits, so we'll make sure this all works and the mitres all work before we wrap C1 and C2. And then we've got the massive header on top, which I told them to do in 2 pieces, but they didn't, so just saying. For now. We mentioned we got 2 stands, and predominantly we're going to show you one of the stands from start to finish, which is the Merz stand. We will touch base on the Alma stand as a new client, so we kind of wanted to stay out a little bit there until we sort of the relationship grows a little bit, but we'll show you some key elements of the Alma stand along the way. So now we're getting the rest of the walls together, so I'm going to screw them together. Same process, once screwed together, we're going to wrap them in a banner graphic. It's repeat. Troy couldn't build a straight platform, so we had to get down and just kick it over 50mm. This is H. And look what Troy found. Once the platform's down, obviously it's covered in its finish. The Alma stand was having a wood lino effect. To finish the platforms, you would put aluminium angle around the edge. These both had ramped angle to them. So we left H doing that, getting his head around that. Little snack break time, and we start screwing the wall structures together. And now we can see some structure coming up, taking some shape. And we've got to get that thing, that massive thing.
Where?
The top.
How are we going to do that?
I told him to do it in 2 weeks. I told him.
Build in what he said. Yeah. Loads of us.
How tall is that?
The total height's 4 meters. Looking around the chaos that's going on around the venue, it's a nightmare to sort of, you know, move your stuff around. Everyone's on top of each other. I mean, it's the good thing about exhibitions, everyone works together and helps each other out, but it is sort of organised chaos, especially the first day. So now the first wall's going up on Alma. Put in some miters that we had cut to make the angle join up onto the walls. Troy the boy. And now they can see the ramp angle that Harry's fitted on. Where the walls meet here, because they're angled, they need a mitered finish. So we can just see Troy here screwing on the miters that we made beforehand to make sure we get a nice point where the walls meet.
Are you gonna let it go? In your eyes I can see it's forever, but my heart is still beating the dark.
Camera out my face, Sonny.
Tell me right now.
And there we can see us checking out whether that miter actually worked, and it fitted perfectly. Actually took a few goes, but we got there in the end. H waiting patiently to fit his door on his doorway. Loves a door, that man. Little trip back to the Alma stand, making sure the subby boys are doing what they're supposed to be doing. Always keeping an eye on there. We were up and down like yo-yos. I've done a lot of steps actually. Maybe I'll show you my step count at the end of it. We'll see. We could have a step count competition. We'll catch up with that in a minute. So yeah, black laminated walls on this one, and that storeroom's taking shape. Just checking that the miters fit on the wall before we wrap this one, and then we've got the finished structure. Even H was ready to fit his door straight away. I had to remind him that it had to be wrapped in a graphic, so he was a bit upset to dismantle the whole of his door and have to wrap his fabric round before he's able to screw it on. Graphic wrap, now he can put his door back together, put all the fixtures and fittings back on, and then once the last wall is up, it can be hung.
Head height.
How high is that?
His head height. Yeah. Not high. Listen.
Now comes the fun part, or the hard part, or the stressful part. So yeah, you may have seen or mentioned before that I suggested that this header was in 2 pieces. Troy decided to make it in 1 piece, and now we've got to get the bad boy up on top. So essentially, the Genie is going to support one end of it. We'll put a little bit of off-cut carpet to protect it, and it's going to support one end of it, and then we're going to have to get our merry ways up on the ladders either side and hook it on. Actually, to be fair, actually that bad. It's a lot worse than it was, and it wasn't actually that heavy. It had 2x1 frame with a little skin laminated around the outside. So yeah, job well done. So that's it, it's up. Everyone relax, it's up. And now we just got to shimmy it into position. And get it so that there's a nice gap all the way around central on the structure so that we can get our LED in. And that's it. The header is on.
Great success.
Couldn't wait the love I got for the girl. And I just wanna know why you ain't going to work.
Recap on Alma, end of the day, stalls all up, platforms all down. That's the laser room where they're actually going to perform the treatments. That's all done, and yeah, not bad for a first day's work. Next up on Merz, they got the joining beam headers that go to the light box walls. You'll see them a bit later on. Here we see the header beam joining the main structure. We've got some support 2x2s on top, and then the Genie taking the weight again. We'll just shift it around and lower it down till it's in position. So the header beams connect to the main structure, and then once that's done, the Genie's obviously holding it in position, and then we bring the end light box wall into place to hold the other end and lower it all down. That's it, that's a wrap from day one. This is what we got done. Obviously you've seen upstairs as well, working hard on both stands, and we will see you tomorrow. Morning, here we are, day 2, second day of the build. It's going to be a long day today. Merz stand's coming along really nicely. We just pumped in the reception desk this morning, and yeah, getting underway. Alma stand's coming along really nice as well. Everyone working hard. Going to have to put a big shift in today. A lot of LED and lighting, all the finishing touches that just take all that extra detail and just take a lot more time. But yeah, let's see what they're going to end up looking like. So as mentioned, day 2 started by unloading the van, getting the reception desk and all the other sort of plimps and stuff in. Guys were doing that, busy, running backwards and forwards, getting that step count up. I'm going to struggle to win the step competition given that I'm just up a ladder doing LED and lighting, but let's see where we get to with it. Alma stand this morning, coming along well, headers on, desks and stuff being brought in as well, and really starting to take shape. I tend to get involved in most of the electrics and stuff, pretty good knowledge of that side of things, so you'll find me doing a lot of the wiring up throughout the day today. As the cables go throughout the day, we start to see light. We go around and get all the LEDs, all the different areas, and then change the colours accordingly to suit the products that they want above each section, so lots of different colours. Guys screwing the desk together. Once it's fixed together, they'll place the white laminated top on, fix that down, and jobs are good and there. The Alma stand has a big sort of arch beam around the top of it. You see the guys just getting this sort of stuff ready for that. Adam's getting all the cappings and stuff, all them finer details. see more lighting starting to appear. And here we can see Sarah, where we found her most of the time, just bossing people around. Paul's assembling the last wall to get the last beam up, and this is it. Once this one's up, all the scary stuff's done, and yeah, very much on the home straight once this beam's up. It's like the same process again, get it on the Genie, lift it up, hook it on, and then fix the feature light wall down the other side to create the support at the other end. All the different colours starting to take shape now. The Alma stand has a big archway that goes around the whole top. You can see the guys getting it all in position and just getting it set out, and you'll start to see this really start to take shape and how this is going to end up looking. Capping's going on.
No one really gets over me. I'm unaffected. Why would you try to ever put me second? You're just another groupie to me. No, I'm out here single, and I need some real. Now I got standards.
Going. It's going. Lots to do. Be a long day. Time now. 10 past 11. Not bad. Not bad. So the destination. 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Go around and ask everyone what time they think they'll finish. This dude's right.
What time do you reckon we'll finish?
Good question.
It's 11 now.
11. Another 5-6 hours. 5?
5?
5.
Troy, what time do you reckon we'll finish? It's 11 now. We're doing bets.
7. I reckon 7.
What time are we finishing?
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock. Wishful thinking there, Harry.
What time you reckon we finish? It's 11 now.
5.
5.
Yeah.
So you see the counter now and the uprights which hold up the circular beam for Alma. LED strips down either side. Really nice sort of little feature that we've created there. So second stand's coming along well. Laser treatment room, we're going to start getting all the glass in. And then we've got to put on a special film. So when they're doing their laser treatment, it doesn't obviously burn out people's eyes. Yeah, this one's going to look really smart. There's going to be some big mirror balls hanging down from the front, the reception area. Yeah, coming along nicely. Coming along nicely. Busy, busy. Helmet lights going in, spotlights to create some illumination inside the room. We're going to put a black casement on the top, which you'll see later, so it would be very dark in there if we didn't have any lights. Templates for all the letters get stuck on. The beams, nice acrylic cut lettering. You can see one being set out now. The guy's now starting to put what's called a TFS aluminium profile, which is screwed down and around the apertures. So we create these walls basically have an opening, which we screw the metal work in, and then we'll put some LED light panels, which will illuminate the graphics, but you'll see more of that in a bit. And how good does my LED look? Oh, I'm good in eye. Glass panels now going in. I say glass, we actually had an absolute nightmare on the morning of the show on day one, which should have covered it really, because show you the bad and the good, but unfortunately 2 glass panels got smashed in transit, which meant we had to think on our feet what we're going to do. So we cut the panels on this run out of 10mm clear acrylic, and obviously once it's all up, you would know no different. Acrylic is just a lot more expensive than glass, lo and behold, but that's the cost to us. It is what it is. You've got to, take the rough with the smooth. Electrics now get switched on. As the show progresses, stands, the electricians come around and start to provide power to the stands in terms of the main feed, and then you start to see lighting appear all around the shows. The Alma stand's now got power. You can see the LED panels for Merz going on, as mentioned before, and now get back into wiring mode. Wagos, one of the greatest inventions ever. I'd love to meet the man who invented the Wago. Reckon it's gonna work? Something won't be right.
As long as it doesn't blow up.
It's not gonna blow up. I'll tell you that much.
Well,
Half of it works. As we start to see now the show, all the stands are taking shape, all different shapes and sizes. They've all got their own little thing about them. But it's nice to see. Nice to see everyone's up against it, and it's good towards in the final hours. Just seeing all the finishing touches really start to bring them all to life. Roy always has something in his mouth. He does. If it's not a screw or a squeegee, what is it? It's a beer. And those fabrics that mentioned essentially on these lightbox walls for Merz, they get pushed into the trim called the TFS or Cader profile. They get pushed in, and once it's pulled taut, all the creases and come out of them, and they're just one big massive lightbox panel. A really, really easy way to gain sort of a really impactful image on a wall that lights up.
what are you putting over the glass?
In this room, they're going to be doing laser treatments. And yeah, not too great on the eyes. So we went to Belgium yesterday, picked this specialty film up, and now we're fitting it. On these 4 panes, you'll be able to look at it. The other panes will be blocked out. Corking up now, real finishing touches time. I don't know what time it is now. We should be having a little clock and just monitoring what time it is and who's closest. Definitely not H, because it's definitely gone past 4 o'clock at this point.
Well, that'll look quite nice anyway, wouldn't it? That'll look quite nice anyway.
So you saw us in the workshop making these custom displays for Alma. And here they are taking shape, just getting wired up, putting the products on top. Sarah's starting to hang her balls. She would not shut up about these mirror balls, but once they come up and they're all up there together, they did actually look really nice. That casement ceiling mentioned for Alma's going on. We're really getting to the final touches of everything now.
Compared to your touch, $1 million is nowhere near enough.
Most stands of AV, quite simple here. Don't really need to say too much. You've got to see what's happening. iPads going on, TVs going on walls. Film fitted, and as you can see, Alma's really taking shape. Illuminated logos going on. Balls are all up. The screens are on here. It's now turning into, yeah, big cleanup.
I can't leave. I want your body all over my mind. Your body. I got so high, I'm off my feet. We up in the clouds with the sun in our eyes.
I didn't know if everything was going yet. I waited for the all clear.
I'm giving you.
Alright.
Soulja boy, tell.
Yeah, can we come back up with it?
Yes, boss.
Roger that.
Rather than using ladders, ingenious, look, rag on a stick to clean the walls up. Be careful now, clients all arrived and we're just going around finishing everything up. Little recap of where we were before and where we are now. It's crazy how this takes shape in literally 2 days. So all those finishing touches, that's what takes time. It actually takes a good few hours at the end just to clean everything and get it all up. You can see rag on a stick to clean the walls instead of going up and down the ladder. That gives us, brings us towards the finish. And that's it, here they are. Here's the finished Merz stand. I think it came out really, really well. I think they both came out well. Let us know in the comments what you like about the stands. If you'd change anything, really, really pleased with the finished results. What we never get to do is see the stands actually in action whilst the show's on. So here's a few clips of them in action, people on the stands. And yeah, it's great to see, it's great to see. So there we go. How stunning does that look? Got there in the end, both stands done. Back in the morning, just one final clean up because there's a lot of dust and stuff around. But that's the amount of work that goes into creating these great exhibition stands. Couple of days and then it all comes down again, which is a shame. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that one. We'll catch you on the next one.